students. It's Mr. Eccles and Miss Ty here. Miss Ty has taken over as a reception teacher from Miss Farmer, but the children are all very aware of Miss Ty, and it's been a very smooth transition. She came in before Christmas to spend some time with our children, and Miss Farmer is still very much part of the team. She's our EYFS lead, so she's very much in and out of reception a lot, so the children get to see her lots and lots. As well as Miss Ty joining reception, we've also had Miss McMaster join as a TA in reception. And again, she knows lots of our children from nursery. She was a nursery teacher over there, so she's come up to see them again. And Mrs. Bent has moved up to year 1 to help as a TA there. But Mrs. Bent also does phonics with a lot of our children, so they still get to see Mrs. Bent a lot around the school and on break time. Today, we really wanted to talk to you about our curriculum overview for this term. Our topic this term is why do zebras have stripes? And it's all about African cultures and looking at different cultures and ways of life. So as we go into this term, I'd just like to remind all parents to try and bring in the children in full uniform each day with their reading bags so that we can change books and do readers each day or when we can. As well as their reading books, they should have their reading diary and their reading reward cards. If you need a replacement reward card, please let us know and we can get one sent out for you. As the children move through these reward cards throughout the school, they get raffle tickets for doing reading 3 times a week. And then at the end of each term, they get a prize from their raffle ticket. As well as this, we've got our little green phonics books. Again, if you need a replacement one of these, please let us know and we'll sort something out. It's really important to be practicing these sounds with our children every day until they get really confident with them. And then we'll move on to using our magnetic boards at home to practice blending out words like at, cat, and bigger words as the children get more confident. As well as this, we're going to keep on Seesaw and posting little activities for children to do and nice little things to do at home. So the first section of our curriculum I'd like to speak about is our literacy. So as I said, we're looking at African culture. So the books we've chosen to do with the children this term are Hand of Surprise, The Lion Who Wanted to Love, and Giraffes Can't Dance. We've already started with Hand of Surprise and the children really enjoy that story. And what we're working towards in literacy this term is being able to read and write their own sentences. So in phonics, we use Fred fingers to make words. So if we wanted to make the word dog, we would say D-O-G. So that we get the children to make the words themselves and then write it themselves. And as well as this, we are practicing capital letters, finger spaces, and full stops. So if you're writing at home with your children or giving them opportunities to write in little diaries or booklets, whatever you want, then it's really good if you could practice writing capital letters, full stops. And if your children still can't write their name at the moment, it'd be really helpful to practice writing names at home. We do that every single day in school, practice writing our name. If your child is able to read and write sentences, we're trying to push these on further to read the sentences they've written themselves and see if it makes sense, if all the letters are facing the right way, or if they can add a word to it to make it make more sense. So instead of saying, there is a cat, they could say, there is a big cat. So we're really trying to make these sentences even better and even stronger. And then our next topic is the PSED, Personal, Social and Emotional Development. This is where we do a lot of our circle times. And again, as we're looking at different cultures, a lot of our circle times this term is about similarities and differences with other children and with other ways of life. So again, if you're watching different movies, I know there's a new Disney movie, I think it's like I don't know the name of it. There's a new Disney movie and that's all about, I think it's Spanish or Mexican. Yeah. So movies like this and like Coco and Luca are great for discussing different cultures and different countries and how people do things differently. And again, if you're having food at home, you're having pasta, you could tell the children that this food comes from Italy or Indian food or Chinese food. It's just anything that can get in that different cultures and how people live differently would be fantastic. As well as this, we're doing little things about the children and themselves. So talking about their emotions and managing their emotions and being able to be resilient and knowing that if they can't do it the first time, they can keep trying again and again and again until they can do it and they get better and better. And this, as well as talking about themselves, would be great in our story times when we read at home, to talk about the characters and how they feel and how they could improve or do something differently, or how they might win in the end. And the last one I'm going to speak to you about is understanding the world. And once again, linking back to our why do zebras have stripes and our different cultures topic, understanding the world's great again for being able to talk about different countries and different parts of the world. So we've been looking at Africa in school, and we've been talking about how it's really warm there and the things they do different to us there, but we've also been talking about the things they do the same as us there as well. And as well as this, it'd be great to talk about things from the past. So if you've got any interest in history, or if you've got any old artifacts in your house, even if it's like old coins or anything, discussing how things are different to now than they were in the past. And looking at nature around them as well, so going on lots of walks and being able to discuss that acorns come from the trees and the leaves have fallen from the trees and now they're on the ground, and where do they go then? They'll go into the dirt, and just talking about those small processes in everyday life. So I'll pass it over to Miss Ty now, who will talk to you about some of our other areas.
Okay, so in communication and language, the children will be learning about how to speak in full sentences. They will be using connectors such as and because. They'll be using talk to discuss how things work. How you could help them at home is have lots of conversations with them, but include questions. If they're saying something to you, keep the conversation going by asking them more questions. You could discuss opinions at home together, talk about their interests, share books together like non-fiction books, find areas of interest that you could kind of dig deeper into. In maths, we'll be learning about composition of numbers up to 10. They will understand one more and one less, and they will be comparing numbers. You could help them at home by practicing exploring amounts using counters or toys, or anything you've got at home that you could use to kind of develop their understanding as they're talking about their numbers. You could also practice reading the numbers, writing their numbers, thinking of how to make the numbers. So if they're talking about the number 5, they could use 5 pencils, 5 little toys. And physical development, this term we're learning how to develop their body movement, their confidence and their skills. They need to know how to support themselves in a healthy lifestyle. So that's something else that we could encourage at home. Thinking about how to incorporate healthy lifestyles within their food as well. You can also help them by practicing their brushing teeth by themselves, crossing the road, keeping fit, eating healthily, taking care of their own hygiene, and why doing all of these things are so important. In expressive arts and design, we are going to be learning about creating collaboratively and working in teams together. They are going to revisit their work to develop their ability, and you could help them at home by encouraging them to practice skills such as singing, dancing, or even drawing.
And that's our overview for this term. If you need any more help or advice, or if you would like anything at all, please feel free to message us on Seesaw and we'll always get back to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.